Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the volatility report. I'm Andrew Giovinazzi, Chief Operating Officer of OptionPit.com. Welcome. Mark will be in this afternoon. And here he is talking on Bloomberg, Fed VIX, SPX, and IBB. Also where is it? Oh, I need to scroll up. Okay, events. Our boot camp starting next week. Again, understanding, short option or short premium trades, even looking at the wheel trade, helping increase profitability of directional trading, selling premium with delta neutral trades, and helping manage risk. Okay, enroll now and you get your silver course. Part of our silver course for free. After 200 students, we will remove the offer. So the boot camp is filling up quickly. So please hop in. It's about 8 to 10 hours, 9 hours of live teaching. There will be some quizzes and homework. Nothing huge, but it will be there. All right. Now let's go to the markets. And really, this is just the whole story. Ultimately, we are moving at somewhere between 1% and 2% per day, average true range. And it just looks like we're going to continue to do that. There's honestly, there's really no rhyme or reason to it. The Fed has left so much uncertainty about rates, and the market's already kind of on edge with a lot of the rest of the world. China not doing great. Europe being back to where it was prior to QE. Sort of, I think the equity markets are kind of at the point now where central bank intervention is okay, the central bankers tried to do what they could do. Can't blame them. But now I think markets are saying we're sort of done with that as a policy choice. Okay. We can't see central bankers helping much anymore, essentially. So that's kind of where we're left with. All right. And again, looking at the curve. Oops, I got to do some muting here. Let's do some muting. Mute. Attendees. Okay. It's still, again, very backward. Every time it tries to flatten, we just pop right back up again. And you know what? That's what we have. And I think at this point, you just don't fight it. Right? You could trade volatility, but if you have an expectation for it coming down, right, almost any news is enough to send the market moving, and it's trading to its volatility. Right? It's a 23 vol. That's what we got. So again, not an easy market to trade. I think staying really more out of the money still. I've tried some things near the money. It's just, selling premium. If you're going to do it, you probably most likely are going to have to do it way out of the money, like iron condors, or you're going to be doing a lot of management, sort of day to day, because we just keep swinging around an awful lot. So, let's take a look at a couple things we're going to look at. We had a couple of ideas here lately. All right. Again, we're moving right to the vol. We're moving right to the VIX. The fact that we're drifting lower is going to push VIX higher. Overall, gold's taking a little rally. Well, look at that. Netflix is still up. Bonds are rallying. Something we talked about in our platinum class last night a little bit. But overall, volatility products like UVXY, VXX are rallying again because the futures are rallying. All right, and it looks like as of right now, it's just, it's not going to stop anytime soon. So what we've got is we have a market on unease. And we could just as easily be back up today as down. That's the short answer to all that. But it looks like in the morning, as far as Europe goes, Europe sells off, we sell off, and then we spend the rest of the day probably trying to get a little bit better. All right. I don't see any of that changing. This probably, looking at it this morning, it's probably the top for volatility. You know, we open, they sell us down, sell our volatility. The volatility pops, and we'll see again if there's any kind of if the sell-off sustains or rally. But that's what we've got. We've got 1 to 1.5% moves every day, and I don't think that's going to change. So as I look at SPY, more trades we're looking at. I think we'll start looking at some more put butterflies with upside calls, something that we're going to be able to trade the ranges a little bit better, because it doesn't look like they're ending anytime soon. All right, everybody. With that, I will see you all in the chat room shortly. All right, bye-bye.